Hello everyone, I'm your host BlackTuna and welcome back to another video. First and foremost, we are finally in 2020 and I would like to wish everyone a happy new year. Now, with the formalities aside, we can start talking about what we know best, video games. Looking back at 2019, I feel like I've been watching people enjoy incredible console games while I was still playing the same old League of Legends. Mind you, I don't own any console and therefore I play only on PC and that's why I feel this way. But I believe this year things are gonna be different. We already have a multitude of titles that have already been announced and that are going to be released during this new year. And this is why I would like to present you a list of my most anticipated games for 2020. Again, please remember that these are going to be PC or cross-platforms, and there won't be any console exclusive. If you've been following this channel for a while, you will know that I love MMORPGs. Blue Protocol is a new entry in this genre and it has been announced during 2019. There have been some closed testing phases and if you look hard enough you will eventually find some leaked gameplays of this closed beta. The game looks incredible, with a polished anime art style, colorful world and incredibly detailed environments, at least in the cities. Blue Protocol uses an action-based combat system that uses skills and dodges to make gameplay dynamic and fast-paced. Not too much has been disclosed for what concerns features, story and other gameplay mechanics. But from the leaked videos we can appreciate how exploration works, how big areas are, and just FYI, they seem very big, and how area bosses work. I'm talking about areas because it looks like Blue Protocol will feature a world very similar to the one seen in Final Fantasy XIV for example, or other MMOs. Each area will be separated from another one by a short loading screen. This said, I feel like I need to specify that areas are way bigger than the ones seen in Final Fantasy XIV. There seems to be a lot to explore and we may even need mounts. As far as the theme goes, it's some sort of technological fantasy. No, not like Arc Age, that one is more steampunk-ish, I guess. I think you will understand what I mean with the screenshots I'll be putting on screen. So yeah, I don't think we're going to see this game in the West in 2020, but I'm still looking forward to an Eastern release or open beta this year. You know, with a VPN and a lot of goodwill, there's no limit to what you can do. Remaining in the realm of RPGs, boy oh boy, I really hope we get to put our hands on Elden Ring in 2020. For whoever has been living under a rock, Elden Ring is a new IP created by the same people who brought us Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro and Game of Thrones. Yes, you got that right, Miyazaki and Martin have been working together on this new RPG, of which we know almost nothing about. We know that like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, it is going to feature a character creation, unlike Sekiro. But just like Sekiro, it would seem like our characters' arms are going to have some special powers attached to them. How? When? I have no idea. But apparently some of these powers will allow players to access areas otherwise inaccessible. Sounds neat, doesn't it? This game will be in fact more of an open world than any other Souls game ever before, and it will feature all the classic elements from other RPGs, such as crafting, skill trees and more. Now, we do not have confirmation on whether or not this game is going to feature online co-op and PvP like the other Souls titles, but leaks would suggest that it will. My hopes for this game revolve around what community can pull out of games like this. If the leaks about the multiplayer are reliable, I'll be looking forward to incredible character builds from hardcore players, funny moments, fashion ring and much more. Also, the mere experience that I had with the previous Miyazaki's works make me wonder about the incredible and challenging boss fights I'll be facing and about how they will tie in with the new in-game mechanics. Now, this is a little bit of a weird one. I have never been a huge Minecraft fan, but this does put a smile on my face. It has been a while since I last played a dungeon crawler, and I really felt the need of something new that can be fresh every time I decide to play it. Minecraft Dungeons, well, it fits the bill. It has everything. The maps are randomly generated, there's variety of equipment and abilities, and you can play online with your friends. Isn't that great? Now, we don't know too much about this game. I mean, it became sort of a theme in this video, not knowing much about what we were talking about, so I can't really tell you what kind of progression this game is going to have, or if it's going to have one at all. The game features a main hub that we can access in between missions, but it's not too clear what are the things that players will be able to do there. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of crafting or customization that can be done in the hub, because otherwise I don't really see a point for a main hub at all. I guess we'll see. According to one of the people working on Minecraft Dungeons, players will be able to quote-unquote break the game like you do in games like The Binding of Isaac or Enter the Gungeon, when you find powerful synergies with different items. So that's, for example, a huge plus for me. There's going to be a story to complete, and once that is done, you will be unlocking new difficulty modes and maybe more that they have not disclosed yet. Is that going to be all the content this game is going to offer? Honestly guys, I have no idea, but somehow, some way, I'm looking forward to this game like if it's going to be a new milestone in the dungeon crawler genre. It may as well not be, but hey, this is one of my most anticipated games of 2020. Stepping back once again in the RPG realm, there's Babylon's Fall. I don't even know what to say about this, because the only thing they've released about this game is this trailer that you're seeing right now on screen. So what is it? Devil May Cry meets the Prince of Persia environments? I mean, if that's the case, where do I pre-order? To be completely honest with you, I still have to see the original elements of it that will or will not make me love it. So this is my drawback for this game, but apart from that, after finishing the last Devil May Cry, I started appreciating more this kind of games with non-stop action and incredible controls. And I really hope that Babylon's Fall does a great job with their controls, because this is a key aspect to hack and slash video games, and DMC5 nailed it. Also, it looks much sober as a title if compared to the aforementioned DMC, and I could not ask for anything better. Also, what made this trailer stand out for me was the clash between the main character's sword and the huge giant boss weapon. Is that a quick time event? Probably. Do I care? Not in the least. Do I want this game? Absolutely. We finally tap in the FPS world. Well, probably FPS is my second most played genre of video games after MMORPGs, so it makes sense that I would include some of them here. And no, Cyberpunk won't be in this list, and not because I don't like that game or because I won't buy it, quite the contrary actually. It's just that too many people put it in their lists, and I would like to do something different. Now, this is when Boundary comes into play. Boundary is a sci-fi zero-G competitive shooter. Yes, you heard that correctly. Zero-G competitive shooter. Users will be playing as astronauts with fire weapons in space. Does it get more absurd than that? Yes, absolutely. This game will follow the Rainbow Six Siege train and will have customizable classes and weapons. Not only that, but every astronaut will be wearing a backpack with pressurized gas that will allow for complex maneuvers in zero-G. Of course, heavier loadouts will have slower initial movement that will then build up over time. Lighter loadouts will instead be able to boost quickly from one place to another. I mean, you see what I'm saying, right? Customization also carries over to ammunitions. Users will in fact be able to decide which bullets go in each magazine and in what order. For example, you could have in the same magazine a couple of piercing rounds, 10 explosive rounds, 1 electromagnetic round, and so on. The game also supports a growth element for your characters where they will develop and boost their skills over time and with usage. If you've played Escape from Tarkov, I believe that's the kind of stuff they're going for. Also, apparently, together with the classic game modes, Boundary will be featuring unique scenarios that we've never seen before. I believe that with the core gameplay mechanics that they've built, such as the Zero G, the cover elements that I have not covered in this video, and the magazine customization, they have in their hands one of the few shooter games that is actually distinguishable from the myriad of other generic shooters coming out every few months. Plus, I'm always eager to play new competitive shooters. And there you have it, this is my top 5 most anticipated titles for 2020. What do you guys think of this? Are you interested in any of the games that I've mentioned? And if so, do you happen to have additional information that I have not covered in this video? If so, leave a comment down below, but also let me know what are your top 5 most anticipated games of 2020, because I'm really interested in what the community is looking for. Because this is gonna do it for today's video. If you liked it, please click the like button, subscribe, and again leave a comment down below, and I will see you again in the next video.